Of the week where we enjoy a thoughtful and considered debate about the issues that really matter. Think Sarah discussing politics. That's the level that we're aiming at for tonight, OK? There's so much to talk about, but first, let's have a recap of what's been a champion week of Big Brother.
There is still one crucial decision to be made.
Luke,
Becky,
Ashley, Dina. She respects me like she respects her BMI.
oh gosh.
To say that to a girl is absolutely disgusting. I'm doing it for the women.
Hey.
Yeah! Rock and roll.
A 50-inch LED TV.
Fuck you, B. Fuck you, girl.
Who said guys want to be me, girls want to be with me?
Luke S.
Men want to be me. Women want to be women.
Forgive me, Big Brother, because I've sinned.
I'd love to do more of that Hollywood night thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Say what?
Say my name! My fucking name!
Sorry.
Becky!
So tense. I've got a super lineup tonight to help me get to the bottom of it all. Our first guest has proved such a hit with his regular bit on the side appearances. He spent more time in Elstree this summer than Victoria and Chris combined. It's Ian Lee.
Yeah.
He's always here. Joining him, it's psychologist Mark Rackley. So dapper. And you'll notice everyone's had to budge up a bit on the bonkettes tonight, as we've got not one, but two freshly ejected housemates. Give it up for Connor and Becky. Nice to have so many people. It's like a little party. And if that wasn't enough, my telly husband is also here. Are you there, my sweet?
I am, thank you, darling. Yes, as ever, I'm here running the phone room, backed by some of the worst acting since Luke hugged Becky goodbye on eviction night. Who are you talking to? No one. That's rubbish. You could at least pretend to be talking. Pretend.
Yeah.
Look at the state of that. But you can change all that. If you've got something to say, then give us a call on 0333 577 7754. Back to you, Alice.
Thank you, Jamie. Let's talk about the week we've just watched, shall we?
Yes.
Let's cast our minds all the way back to Monday. Ian, did you enjoy the friends and family noms?
I always find it uncomfortable when there's nominations going on in front of people. It makes me very, very tense. And I was just watching it thinking, oh, God, if my mum went in there, I'd be so embarrassed. But, yeah, I did. I thought it was good. There's a few surprises in there, a few little twists and turns.
Which we will get to.
Yes, but
what was the surprise for you?
That some of their families were quite nice.
Oh, right, OK. Not so much the nominations.
Some of their families.
Connor, did Kayleigh make the right call for you?
100%, yeah. That's the nominations I would have choose. I would have choose Luke and Dina.
Were you worried at any point when you saw her there? Were you like, oh, God, she might make the wrong call?
Not really, no. I knew she probably would have made the right choice because she's obviously been watching the show. She's seen the way I've been reacting and stuff. And maybe whatever she says about Luke, mine's just different.
Different reason.
Different reasons,
but
yeah.
Same person.
Yeah.
Becky, how important was it for you to kind of get a glimpse of the outside world and how they were viewing you?
Oh, yeah, like, I thought my sister nominated perfectly, and I was shocked by some of the stuff that was said. Like, I didn't know, obviously, about the BMI.
Sometimes you have no clue.
But I'm really upset about that because my sister seemed upset on the nominations, and, yeah.
Yeah, it's an intense and shocking process, isn't it? Which housemate do you think found it the most difficult and was affected the most, Mark?
I think there was two of them. Luke seemed to struggle a little bit hearing because how he was being portrayed and then how he sees himself just didn't match, and he struggled hearing that. And also Scott. I mean, poor Sarah's mum called him a rapscallion. And I actually looked up the dictionary definition of rapscallion this week, and it means an undesirable person. It's not a very nice thing to call somebody. No.
I don't think she meant that, but I love it when you're in dictionary corner.
Oh, absolutely,
He's always looking everything up for us.
I didn't know what it meant.
Connor, did you see a change in Luke after nominations?
Not really. I feel because I was obviously up. Whenever your name's called, you just get used to it and you deal with it, and you go on as your day, as your weekly, week, whatever.
That's
day
the
by
process.
day, week by week, that's the process, and you just go on. and just try and be yourself to be saved. You know what I mean? I think if you change yourself and be nice to everybody, and everybody sees it on the outside, then they're going to say, right, well, he's being a bit of a tube, and he's not being himself. You know what I mean? And he's obviously doing it for the votes. Just be yourself and continue on. It's done and dusted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is hard not to be offended, but that is the process. Yeah. One family member certainly didn't hold back, and that was Sarah's mum, Shona. Take a look at this.
My first nomination will be Becky. She screams and shouts. I think, oh, shut up. I can't cope with it. I can't cope with the noise. I need to take a paracetamol. Second nomination is going to be Scott, because he's a rapscallion. I don't know. What am I going to do? He's a nothingness. He's a rather forgettable character.
Oh, fuck.
Well, Ian did her.
Oh, that was lovely, wasn't it?
Did that surprise you?
The Becky one didn't, but the Scott one did, because Scott and Sarah have got on quite well, haven't they? They've always got on quite well, and she seems to have seen or picked up on something that we've not noticed, and he was really upset by it as well. So, I know he was devastated, bless him.
Oh.
I'm warming round to Scott.
And he only got one, though, didn't he? It's like, Scott, take one.
Yeah. I think Scott's going to win.
Yeah. Oh,
I think it's between Scott and Adam now.
We will come to that.
Oh, I do apologise. I'm jumping ahead.
Oh, my
I apologise.
Stick with the chronology, always,
jump
Ian.
Back.
Always.
Jump back.
Were you as confused as Sarah was, Becky? Because she couldn't believe it.
Oh, yeah, we're confused, but it's happened now, and it's happened, and I'm out.
I know, but we love to overanalyse it. We love it. We have to pick it apart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what happened, happened.
It's what it's all about on Bit on the Side.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the task?
Yes.
Because that's always exciting, isn't it, Connor? We found out some facts about the housemates' application forms as well, which was always very interesting. Which was your favourite fact, Becky?
Sarah's stripping.
Didn't you know?
No, I didn't have a clue about it. But obviously she was in the white room, so I couldn't even confront her about it. But when I did confront her, it was just a bit of... She didn't even know she'd done it. It was just a bit of tongue-in-cheek, I think, that she just said, I don't know.
I'm a stripper. Deal with it. Were you surprised to learn that Dina has been excluded 4 times from school?
I was. I used to be a psychologist in the school, and I know the kind of children that get excluded. And it was a totally different side to Dina's character. I think we were all shocked at that, because you just wouldn't imagine. She comes across as a nice girl, and we don't imagine she'd have that kind of edgy side where maybe once, but 4 times.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit surprised at that, yeah, but seeing the show tonight and the fact she's been very outspoken, maybe that's a side to her personality that's really there, and we just haven't seen it come out yet.
We've definitely seen a shift, haven't we?
We're seeing it now.
We are seeing it, Mark. Yeah. Becky, I think a special mention has to go out to you and Ashley for your quiz. Should we remind ourselves?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Question 1. Reagan, Nixon and Clinton were all residents of which famous house?
Oh, shit.
Ashley.
Santa Claus!
You fucking idiot!
In the board game Cluedo, what is the housekeeper called?
Lucas?
Ashley.
Oh, I don't know. Butler?
Fucking butler!
Connor?
Becky.
Mrs. White.
Correct.
Fucking idiot! Oh! Fucking... There's a theme! There's a fucking theme! There's a theme! Everything's white!
Becky, did it occur to you at any point that there may be a theme?
Oh, no, it did it halfway through, but I didn't know. Did you not pick up? I kept saying... But behind Ashley's back, because I didn't want her to know that it was a theme of white.
What did you make of their reaction in the white room?
Did you see it?
Their reaction in the white room.
Oh, that's men. Connor were jumping up and down.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Was Lucas being a bit harsh, Ian?
No, because swearing at women is funny, isn't it? It's a funny thing to do. Of course he was being a bit harsh. It was incredible to watch that she didn't pick up on it in the slightest. I didn't get Santa Claus. That
was absolutely hilarious.
Where did that come from?
You never get that moved by the bit on the side pub quiz. You're never bothered about that, but now you're all riled up. Will Lucas and Ashley, will their separation make them stronger, Mark? Let's talk about that.
I think initially, because they're probably happy to see each other, they've been separated, but you're seeing Lucas be quite emotionally vulnerable now, and that's a side we haven't seen to Lucas before. And Ashley does seem to be struggling a little bit to actually help him emotionally. So I think probably as the show finishes now, I don't think we'll see them get any stronger as a result of separation.
OK. Connor, do you kind of believe in them as a couple?
As a couple? No.
OK.
Yeah, she probably does, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's on there. At the end of the day, they're on there for comfort reasons. I think that because they've played off each other and they just... I think it all happened the first week. None of us knew it was going to happen. We were clueless. We thought Lucas and Lauren were going to get together.
Yeah.
We had no idea it was going to happen.
Yeah, but there were lots of different combinations.
We were shocked, but it happened at the end of the day. You know
Will it last on the outside?
No, it won't last.
They are going to have a weekend in a hotel of amazing, filthy sex, and then they're going to go their separate ways.
You're not the first one to have said that, actually.
That will be it.
Thank you to my lovely question answerers. Didn't they do well? I thought there were some good answers there. Still to come, we'll have some exclusive, uncensored diary room action, and Mark will rummage even deeper into the housemates' minds. Good luck with that. Much like an atom, they're 90% empty space. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. No empty seat scandal in this studio, thank you very much. We just get the runners to fill in the gaps. Hi, Stephen, you all right? Yeah? All right, he's all right. Now, it's that time of the show where we give you the chance to see the unseen. No, not Lucas's modesty, but some exclusive, uncensored diary room action. Are you ready? Feast your eyes.
What experience is in
Scott, you've now spent 55 days in the Big Brother house.
Good Lord.
So you must have got to know your fellow housemates pretty well. Have you picked up on any habits of your fellow housemates?
Oh my goodness, 55 days sounds like Big Brother. That's a show on the television. I've been on the television. Right, okay. Habits. The only time you elicit a genuine laughter, you elicit genuine laughter and hilarity, like amusement from Lucas, is the time when you make fun of him. He loves a good parody of him. He can hardly contain himself. Will they notice something about me? Oh my, I mean, I'm being terribly cheese-faced there.
I've got nothing to wear. I've got this. No, but it just makes me look really fat. No. Like this, it makes my tits look really white. And I just feel like it looks like a swimming suit. It's just all going wrong. I know. I've got nothing and I'm going out looking like a fucking tramp.
What do you think of Scott's hair?
You know what? Like, Scott's been through so many hair troubles in this place. It's not surprising that it's like that. So, ain't nothing new, really.
You said,
yeah,
Scott's been through so many hair troubles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I like his hair when he came in. It's been red. It's been bold cutted. It's been shorter than usual. It's been platinum blonde. It's just been through some shit, man. Just like give his hair relax. Just leave it alone for a little bit.
What was your least favourite Scott haircut?
The bowl cut with the redness. What Connor did. That was fucked up.
And to think they didn't put that in the main show. Fools. As you can see, the housemates are more than a little delicate after 62 days in lockdown. But luckily, Mark is on hand to explain their behaviour.
I'll try.
Oh, good. Well, shall we start to talk about the biggie, the White Room?
Yeah.
It's very important. How did a lick of paint on the large task room create so much drama?
This was actually very fascinating to watch from a psychological perspective, because when you guys went in first to the Big Brother house, they would have had that institutionalisation where you were being institutionalised into the Big Brother house. And if you look what happened with the three of them that went in, it was almost like they were being re-institutionalised again.
Yeah.
The language they were using, it's like a hospital, it's like an asylum, it's like a prison. And they were already living in a lockdown environment. But the White Room, they would have experienced massive sensory deprivation, which you would have had in there, Connor, things like relative blindness, which is when objects that are bright appear much closer than they are. So it would have felt very claustrophobic in there because you would have had no depth or no perspective of other colours to mix it up. Also, we've seen Luke saying, my sleep is all messed up because your natural circadian rhythm or body clock would have been messed up because that's dictated by daylight, and the fact it was all white would have messed up their sleep. So that whole, just that white space, just doing that to them alone would have had a massive psychological effect on them.
I feel really bad now.